Now, moving onwards, we have the 2020-22 nominees. 2020-22. The hell? 2020-22. This is fantastic. 2022 nominees for Game of the Year. Now, they kind of like start with the best, which is one of the reasons why I don't want to go through the traditional thing, because they just start with Game of the Year. And I'm like, no, you should save the Game of the Year for the end. I already know some of the nominees, but I don't remember exactly all of them. I have a lot of things to say about the nominees for Game of the Year for sure. But we're going to be going over through some of the less popular categories. So for starters, I'm not going to be voting on esports events or esports coach or esports team or esports athlete. I could vote on the best esports game, even though I don't really play esports all that much, but I am curious to see which games have been nominated. So I guess we'll start with that category. Wait, what the hell? Oh, here we go. Best esports game: Counter-Strike Global Offensive, Dota 2, League of Legends, Rocket League, Valorant. What year is it? I mean, clearly the best esports game is going to be Rocket League, so we'll just vote for that. Boom, done. 100%. Rocket League should win. The reason I'm voting Rocket League, by the way, it's the most original out of all of those. Despite all of these years, Rocket League, in my opinion, remains the most original title among all of those. So yeah, there's that. Let's once again, we're going to go to all categories. It's weird that once I click a category, it takes me back to that thing. It's weird. Okay, anyway. Most anticipated game. This is very interesting. Let's take a look at it. Most anticipated game, recognizing an announced game that has demonstrably illustrated potential to push the gaming medium forward. Legend of Zelda: Tears of the Kingdom, Starfield, Resident Evil 4, Hogwarts Legacy, Final Fantasy 16. Okay, so let's just be completely real here. Let's analyze this category. Okay? Analyze all of them games. Actually, let me lower how big the image is there so that you can actually see the games properly. Yeah, 140 looks about right. So let's look at all these categories, at all of these games. So, for starters, Starfield's gonna be a buggy fucking mess. Let's just be completely real, as they say in like the train wreck streams and whatnot. I'ma keep it a buck. I'm going to keep it a $1.50. Hell, I'm going to keep it a $1.75 or something like that. Starfield's going to be a piece of shit, buggy mess when it comes out, okay? Starfield is going to be something that you play like 2 years after the game releases, once they've ironed out all of the kinks and once there's mods in there to fix all of the graphical glitches and all of that stuff. So I don't think that Starfield, for me personally, is going to be that anticipated. Resident Evil 4 is a remake. I love you, Capcom. This is a remake, not particularly anticipated. Not to mention that I'm not the biggest fan of Resident Evil franchise, so obviously I'm not going to vote for that. Hogwarts Legacy, isn't this published by... Oh no, it's Avalanche Softwares and Avalanche Software and WB Games. Okay. Still, it's Harry Potter. Listen, let me tell you guys something, all right? I'll tell you guys something about Harry Potter. When I started dating my wife, shortly after we started dating, the Harry Potter movies started coming out. And I had to watch every last one of them. And let me tell you something. I don't give two shits about Harry Potter. I did not have a good time. So no, I'm not going to be voting for Hogwarts Legacy. These were some of the things that I did for my wife, okay? I watched Harry Potter movies, and I'm ashamed of what is going to come out next. I also watched the Twilight movies. At the cinema. That's the next level. That's like when you reach the level of cruel and unusual punishment. All right? Watching Twilight at the cinema, that is some cruel and unusual punishment. Did it pay off? Well, she's my wife now, so I would say yes. Yes, listen, I put in the work. I have put in the work for this relationship. We have 2 kids, but I had to put in the work when I was younger, all right? This is how it works in relationships. You have to put in the work. Me watching the Twilight movies on cinema was me putting in the work. You guys know that there was actually one point in a Twilight movie that I actually enjoyed. Listen, there was one Twilight movie that I enjoyed. I don't know which one of the movies it was, because fuck memorizing like anything about Twilight whatsoever. But there was one scene that I loved. There was that one scene where suddenly they all just start fighting. Like all of the vampires start fighting and all of them start dying left, right, and center. And I was like, yes, yes, they're all dying. This is great. And then it was all a dream. And I was like, man, fuck this movie. This movie sucks. All right. It was yeah, that was it. That was the scene that I liked. It was all when all the vampires started fighting, started fucking killing each other, and I was seeing all of these major characters die, and I was like, this is great. Yes, this is exactly what I want. I want them all dead. And then they were like, oh no, that was just a joke, actually, never mind. And I was like, well, all right then. Okay, fine, be that way. But anyways, throughout that particular process and that little bit of storytelling, we've eliminated these 3 categories. So that leaves us with The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom and Final Fantasy 16. And this is very, very hard for me to pick from because I loved Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. And I love the work that Creative Business Unit 3 has done in Final Fantasy 14. It's very hard for me to choose. I could very easily be swayed either direction. Very easily be swayed either direction. I think that both are going to be fantastic titles, and I'm extremely excited to play both of these games. But fundamentally, I'm a go with my boy Yoshi P. Like, hey, listen, man. Final Fantasy 14, like I've said multiple times, is the best story that I've ever experienced in any medium. So I'm going to go with Final Fantasy 16. Even though, like I said, I could have easily been swayed either way. Easily been swayed either way. And I'm going to be playing both of these games 1,000%. 1,000% I'm playing both of these games. It's just going to be a matter of, personal preference. So I'm going to go with 16. I can't wait to see what they do at 16. I think it's going to be absolutely amazing. So let's go back. Go back to all categories. So we just did most anticipated game, best adaptation. I'm not sure what this award is. Let's take a look at it. Recognizing outstanding creative work that faithfully and authentically adapts a video game to another entertainment medium. Oh, this is easy. This is easy. I haven't watched Cyberpunk Edge Runners, but like, bro, Arcane, listen, Arcane is just on another level. It's just on another level for me personally. Like, I loved Arcane. Arcane is amazing. Arcane, like, if you haven't watched Arcane yet and you have a chance to do so, definitely watch it. I've heard very good things for Cyberpunk Edge Runners, but I'm still going to vote Arcane. Like, Arcane is God tier. God tier. Arcane is awesome. Highly recommend. Really, really good. All right. So we just did Best Adaptation. Best Debut Indie. This is going to be a little bit unfair for me to vote on this. I'm not sure if I'll even vote on it. Yeah, I'm actually not going to vote in this category. I did not play any of these games. I did not play any of these games, so it'd be very unfair for me to vote in this category, so I won't do it. But as far as I understand, a lot of people enjoyed Stray. Tunic looks amazing. Vampire Survivors looks like a ton of fun. Norco I didn't play, and Neon White also looked really good. So I'm just happy that, indie games are getting recognized. I don't play a lot of indie games. I haven't been playing them for quite some time, unfortunately. But yeah, I think that this is a good thing that these guys got nominated. Anyway, I'm not going to vote for that, like I said, because it doesn't make sense. Now let's see. Content Creator of the Year. Do I even click on this? So, I don't know who Nobru is, and I don't know who Carl Jacobs is. I'm wondering if I should look them up. Let me see. Let me see. Oh, Nobru is he Brazilian? He's either Brazilian or Portuguese. Yeah, he's Brazilian. So let's take a quick look at Nobru. Nobru. He does, what is this? Fortnite? Fortnite. And this is like some more Fortnite. And this is Fall Guys. Yeah, so he does all of those BR things. It's like, why is it that whenever it comes to nominating content creators, it's always about this type of content? Like whenever it's an actual gaming content creator, it's always like Fortnite, Fall Guys, or some PUBG, Valorant, like all of these, these types of things. Now let's see who Carl Jacobs is. I don't know a lot of these people. I know all of these three. I don't know who Carl Jacobs is, but let's take a look. Carl Jacobs. Okay, so this makes perfect sense. This makes perfect sense because so the previous one, that Nobru, is like Fortnite, Valorant, whatever, right? And then Carl Jacobs over here is the remaining category, which is Minecraft. Makes perfect sense to me. It's like... Trending content never changes. Fortnite and Minecraft. Let's fucking go. Fortnite and Minecraft. That's pretty much what you get. That's pretty much what you get. And now let's talk about the other people who were nominated. Okay? Because I want to take us back to basics with this. Like let's just be real here. Look at what says on the home page of this, okay? The Game Awards. The Game Awards. The Game Awards. Game. The Game Awards, right? Video games, global celebration of video games. Okay. Content Creator of the Year, Ludwig, doesn't actually play video games. Cutie Cinderella doesn't actually play video games. And Nibelian, who made Twitter posts, which a lot of people would even argue that he's not a content creator. I don't know. I don't follow him that closely. I know that he was mostly usually posting like news related to video games. So, but basically, out of 3 people in this category, 2 of them actually make content around video games, and it's the most popular. It's always the most popular games that happen to be trending, such as Minecraft, Fortnite. It's like, when are we going to get a content creator? I'm not like calling it for myself, but like, when are we going to get a content creator in here that's like CoCarnage? Has CoCarnage ever been nominated for this? Because like, at least CoCarnage actually fucking plays video games. Can we nominate CoCarnage for this category? Can we add like a 6th person here, and it'd be CoCarnage, so that I have someone that I can actually vote? CoCarnage, please. It's always like, I mean, very much like the rest of the Game Awards. Yeah, Maximilian Dude. Yes, Maximilian Dude. Maximilian Dude, CoCarnage, where are they? You could name thousands more fitting than these 5. Exactly. You could have Asmongold in here as well. You see, the problem with a lot of the... I mean, I think that CoCarnage is very safe for brands. Asmongold, obviously not. So probably Asmongold is probably never going to be considered for something like this because it's a brand risk. But it's like... there should be people that actually play a diverse roster of video games. So this is supposed to be a celebration of video games, not a celebration of fucking Valorant and Fortnite and Minecraft and Twitch drama. Because that's what this category represents. Anyway, it says here, for a streamer, content creator has made an important and positive impact on the community in 2022. Sure. Whatever. Tell you what, I'm going to vote for Nobru. Because A, he's closely related to me because he's Brazilian, and B, at least he's playing a little bit of a diversity of video games, even if they are video games that I don't give two shits about. All right? At least my man's out here fucking playing games. Which I kind of feel like is important when it comes to the Game Awards content creator category. At least we have somebody that actually plays video games, but Anyway, best multiplayer. Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 Multiverses Overwatch. You mean Overwatch 1? The re-release of Overwatch 1? Splatoon 3. Wait, has Splatoon 3 come out? Man, I haven't been paying attention to that at all. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Shredder's Revenge. I'm a vote for Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Shredder's Revenge. I actually have this game, by the way. I haven't played it, but I have this game. And if I was to play any of these games, it would be Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Shredder's Revenge. I have this on the Switch, but I haven't played it yet. But I'm pretty sure this is couch co-op. This is like the best multiplayer experience. For outstanding online multiplayer gameplay... Oh no. Why can't it be co-op? Why can't it be couch co-op? Why does it have to be online? Why does it have to be online? What? I'm still voting for Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, man. Let's go. Splinter would be proud. Splinter would be proud, my guys. All right. Best multiplayer, best sports / racing. Oh no. Oh no, the choices. No, it's so bad. I'm vote for Ollie Ollie World. It's like let me tell you what my vote here is, okay? I don't much care about Holly Holly World winning as I care about everybody else in this fucking category losing. Okay? I don't even care that much about Holly Holly World winning. I just want everybody else in this category to fucking lose. All right. That was Sports Racing Best Sim / Strategy. Dune, Spice Wars, 2 Point Campus, Victoria 3, Total War Warhammer 3, Mario plus Rabbids. I'm vote for Total War Warhammer. I haven't played any of these games, but Ubisoft can kiss my ass. I don't know what these guys are doing, but it says Funcom. Is this a free-to-play game? I don't know. 2 Point Campus. I've heard good things about this, I think, but I haven't played it. And yeah, I don't know. I like Warhammer. That's what I'm going with. Best Family. Kirby and the Forgotten Land, Lego Star Wars, Skywalker Saga, Mario plus Rabbids Sparks of Hope, Nintendo Switch Sports, Splatoon 3. I'm gonna vote for Kirby. I have this game. I haven't gotten around to playing it yet because I'm always busy with family time and playing other video games for content. But I kid you not, I'm very excited to eventually play this game right here. Okay? I'm very excited to play this game right here. Because what I've seen footage of this game, it looks fucking amazing. Let's see what else we got. That was Family, so let's go to Best Fighting. DNF Duel, JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, All-Star Battle R, The King of Fighters 15, Multiverses, and Sifu. Sifu. For the best game designed primarily around head-to-head combat. Isn't Sifu single player? I was under the impression that Sifu was single player. Bro, it's the whole Monster Hunter as an RPG thing all over again. When will these people learn? It's like, who does this? This is the wrong category for Sifu. Dude, they can never get these categories right. What is going on? Y'all run out of fighting games, so you're just like, well, just put Sifu on there, it'll be fine. Like, what the fuck? This doesn't make any sense. This doesn't make any sense at all. It's like, look, let me tell you how this should work, all right? You need nominees for fighting games. There's not enough fighting games, you lower the amount of nominees. Why does it have to be 5? So what happens in a year where you can't find anything adequate? Oh, never mind. I just answered my own question. In a year where you can't put anything adequate there, you just throw a random game in there. You just throw Sifu in there. Boom, done. Well, you know what? Just because of that, I hope Sifu fucking wins. I hope Sifu fucking wins. Just to show you how fucking ridiculous this is. I hope it wins. I hope it beats all of these other games. Because this category is made ridiculous by the fact that Sifu is there. And I hope it fucking sweeps it up so that people learn. It's so fucking stupid. Just put it up there. It's because, like, the thing is, they're putting this up here just to have a fifth entry in the fighting game category. And it's like, no. Okay, if that's what you're going to do, then I think everybody should vote for Sifu to show them, okay, look, you put Sifu in there, and now everybody voted for it. And now this is what you fucking get. Not that it matters, because this one's actually decided by the judges, so it's not going to win. But it's so fucking dumb. I hope it would sweep. It would be fucking hilarious if it did. Okay, best role-playing. For best game design with rich player character customizations and progression, including massively multiplayer experiences. Elden Ring, Live Alive, Pokemon Legends Arceus, Triangle Strategy, Xenoblade Chronicles 3. This is hard. This is very hard. And see, the thing is, my vote on this one is going to be influenced based on the fact that I already know that both of these two are nominated for the Game of the Year. I would like to see Xenoblade Chronicles win an award, even though, as I've said multiple times, this is my least favorite Xenoblade game. The thing is, I feel like the franchise has been ignored for so long, and if they're going to nominate it now, when it's deserved to be nominated many more times in the past with Xenoblade Chronicles 2, Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition, Xenoblade Chronicles X, which absolutely was snuffed, by the way. Xenoblade Chronicles X was absolutely snuffed, which is absolutely disgusting. Xenoblade Chronicles X, I still think, is the best overall Xenoblade game. But if they're going to put it up there, I would like to see Xenoblade Chronicles win something. So I'm going to vote for it here, because I'm going to vote for Elden Ring come the Game of the Year. Even though I think that fundamentally Elden Ring is a better game than Xenoblade. But I just really want to see Xenoblade take something. I haven't finished it yet. But so far, it's like, I think that it has too many things that I'm not a huge fan of. Even if the story ends up being like the best ever, which I've already been told that like the plot twist that happens on chapter 6 or whatever, that's like the best story moment. And I'm like, okay, if that's the best story moment, then this Xenoblade does not come anywhere close to the other Xenoblade games that I've played. Okay? Like, it's good. Don't get me wrong, it's good. But it's very like Dark Souls 2, it is the worst of the franchise. For me. Doesn't have to be the same thing for everybody else. So, again, I want you to understand something. I believe that Elden Ring is a better RPG, but I want Xenoblade Chronicles to win something, so I'm voting for Xenoblade Chronicles. Best role-playing, best action-adventure. Plague Tale Requiem, God of War Ragnarok, Horizon Forbidden West, Stray, and Tunic. I mean, this one's very easy for me. For the best action-adventure game, combining combat with traversal and puzzle solving. It's like, dude, there is one thing that greatly annoys me about this, and that is like, you see this part where it says puzzle solving? I feel like the puzzle solving in God of War is incredibly frustrating. And it's not because of the puzzles themselves, it's because you get to a puzzle and the side character won't even give you 5 seconds to think. They'll instantly blurt out the solution. Like, oh, there's a thing over there. And it's like, bro, I literally just got... You're not even at the scene yet, and they're like backseating you before you even get there. They're probably coming up, as you're coming up to the area, they're going like, oh, by the way, I'm pretty sure that up ahead there's going to be these black mirrors that you'll be able to throw your axe through. And I'm pretty sure that if you throw your axe to the left mirror, it's going to hit behind, and then you're going to pull this lever, and then you're going to call your axe back, and that's going to solve the puzzle. I guarantee you, man. And we're not even there yet. And these characters are fucking spoiling the puzzles for you. That's like one of the biggest complaints that I have with God of War. It is so ridiculous. And Liang Champion, as far as I could find, you could not turn that off. As far as I could find, you could not turn that off. And I've seen an article even like earlier today saying that you couldn't turn it off. So I'm pretty sure that you can turn it off. I mean, there is a setting that you can turn off for the backseating, is you just turn off dialogue. If you lower the volume of dialogue to 0, then there's no backseating. There's also no talking whatsoever. So yeah, it's like they give too much information when it comes to puzzles. Way too much. It's like they keep rattling on and on and on and on, and that's my biggest complaint. But like, still, I think that is a fantastic game. I have a blast with it, although the difficulty is beginning to get to me. I mean, we've been streaming it. You guys can check on the stream here. The difficulty is getting to me, and I think that this might be the last game that I'm going to play on as high difficulty as I'm doing now. This will probably be the last time that I'm going to do something like this, because it's just not for me anymore, I guess. But yeah, let's go ahead. I'm going to vote for God of War Ragnarok. Okay, let's go back. Which one's next? We have Best Action Game. Crap. It'll be unfair for me to vote on this one. I haven't played any of these games. Although in a way I kind of want to vote just so that Modern Warfare doesn't get it. I'd probably do Bayonetta, because I'm pretty sure that Bayonetta is probably going to be the best, but I haven't gotten around to playing it yet. Yeah, I don't think I'm voting on this one. Sorry. We can actually just go for these categories now. Okay. Best VR AR. After the Fall, Bone Lab, Moss Bonk, Red Matter 2. I haven't played any of these. I just wish... I kind of just want to vote on one of these so that Among Us doesn't win, but Among Us is going to win. It's like Among Us VR is 1,000,000% going to win. It's not even close. It's not even going to be close. Innovation and accessibility, recognizing software and or hardware that is pushing the medium forward by adding features, technology, and content to help games be played and enjoyed by an even wider audience. Really? Really? Sure, let's just put in a game from 2013. Because that makes sense. I'm going to go for God of War. It has a ton of accessibility options. Best community support. Apex Legends, Destiny 2, Fortnite, No Man's Sky. No Man's Sky is amazing with this stuff. Final Fantasy XIV is amazing with this stuff. I think the other ones are amazing at extracting money out of your wallet, so I'm going to vote for Final Fantasy XIV, even though my vote could really go either way with these. The reason I vote for 14 is because I play 14, whereas I haven't really played No Man's Sky in quite some time, but I did buy No Man's Sky for the Nintendo Switch, as I said I would, in support. Previous category. Best mobile game. Hey, I guess, look, everybody's got to make their money somehow. Is this category, like, sponsored by Raid Shadow Legends? I think that'd be amazing. Like, best mobile game brought to you by Raid Shadow Legends. Genshin by default. It's like, I don't understand why people enjoy draining their wallets to Genshin. I'll never understand it. I will never understand it. There's no justification whatsoever to me as to why you would drain your wallet on a fucking gacha game. Is it because it looks like Breath of the Wild? Breath of the Wild gacha edition? Like, that's it? Yeah, sure. Whatever. I want them all to lose. I'm not voting. Fuck them. I hope they all lose. What's next? Best Indie for outstanding and creative technical achievement in a game made outside traditional publisher system. I thought we'd already seen this one. Yeah, we had already seen this one, didn't we? Oh no, the one that we had seen was Best Indie Debut. This one's for Best Indie. Sifu looks good. I'll vote for Sifu. Best Ongoing, awarded to a game for outstanding development of ongoing content that evolves the player experience over time. How is Destiny 2 getting nominated for this shit? It literally removes content from the game every fucking year. How? It removes content from the game. Please. You gotta be kidding me. 14, of course. Of course 14's the best. Are you fucking kidding me? Like, this wants to reach into your wallet and drain all of your fucking money. Fortnite, pretty much the same. Apex, pretty much the same. And this one actively removes content from the game. How is it best ongoing? Outstanding development of ongoing content that evolves the player experience over time? Evolves the player experience to have less content? The fuck out of here. It's the same thing as me deleting YouTube videos and like, oh, give me an award for best ongoing content creator. After I delete like half of my video library. Oh, man. Games for Impact. For a thought-provoking game with a pro-social meaning or message. Memoir Blue, Dusk Falls, Citizen Sleeper, Endling, Extinction is Forever. Hindsight, I was a teenage exocolonist. I have no idea. Best Performance. Awarded to an individual for voiceover, acting, motion, and or performance capture. Horizon Forbidden West, Plague Tale Requiem, God of War Ragnarok, Immortality, God of War Ragnarok, Sunny Soljic. Is this Atreus? Is this Atreus? Atreus got older. Damn. Christopher Judge. Easy. 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 He does a fantastic performance. Best audio design, recognizing the best in-game audio and sound design. Call of Duty Modern Warfare, Elden Ring, Gran Turismo, Horizon Forbidden West. I'm gonna give it to Forbidden West. I think Forbidden West does fantastic shit with its audio. 1,000,000%. 1,000,000%. COD, to be honest, but let's pretend not. Yeah, right. Yeah, I'm sure it's COD. Sure thing. No, Horizon Forbidden West. Horizon Forbidden West's audio is fucking outstanding. And anybody who disagrees with that hasn't played Horizon Forbidden West. I think that God of War Ragnarok is also very, very good. But I think that Forbidden West has a wider texture of sounds. And it has more diversity. Because, like, with God of War, you have a lot of, like, you know, you have thunders, you have ice crackling, you have all of these things. But it's all very grounded. And with Horizon Forbidden West, you have all of those same things. Like you also have storms, you have all of this, but you also need to interweave that with high-tech sounds, which really gives you a nice, crisp texture of sounds, in my opinion, which is better. And the soundtrack of Forbidden West is also fucking outstanding. Horizon Forbidden West isn't even out yet. What the fuck are you smoking, dude? I already reviewed it. You're crazy. Best score and music for outstanding music inclusive of score, original song, and or licensed soundtrack. Easy win. Now, I don't even have to hesitate. We don't even have to talk about it. And this is reparations, motherfuckers! You're goddamn right! Every single time. Reparations! For every time that Xenoblade Chronicles has been snubbed! You're goddamn right. Goddamn right. I'm gonna shove it in everybody's face. I remember the conversation that I had a long time ago about Xenoblade Chronicles X. I had a conversation with a gaming news reporter while I was at the Nintendo headquarters in Portugal. Had a conversation with this guy. And he was telling me that they were writing a piece on their website about like the best soundtrack of the year. And I was like, oh, okay. So who's gonna win the best soundtrack of the year in your article? And he's like, oh yeah, it's The Witcher 3. Witcher 3 is just so good, so fucking amazing. And I was like, huh, okay. Did you guys nominate Xenoblade Chronicles X? And he looks at me and fucking laughs. And I was like, oh. All right. I guess that's fair. He looked at me and laughed. He thought it was funny. He thought that shit was funny. And I was like, oh, you think that's funny? Okay. Reparations! Respect Xenoblade Chronicles soundtrack. Not even hesitate. It is what it is. Anyway, what's this? Best art direction for outstanding creative and or technical achievement in artistic design and animation. Elden Ring. Easy. Easy. The art of Elden Ring is friggin' outstanding. Best narrative for outstanding storytelling and narrative development in a game. Plague Tale Requiem, Elden Ring. Jesus, Elden Ring's like nominated for everything. Elden Ring, God of War Ragnarok, Horizon Forbidden West, and Immortality. I mean, I think we can all agree that narrative... I mean... It's weird because the way in which Elden Ring tells its story, I don't think it's very conducive to winning these awards. I think that if you ask me which one of these games has the best story, that is much more easy to say. I'll be like Elden Ring. But when you ask which one has the best narrative, I don't think narrative has ever been Elden Ring's strong suit. In my opinion. I think in terms of narrative, we're going to go with God of War as well. Best game direction, awarded for outstanding creative vision and innovation in game direction and design. Easy. Easy, Elden Ring. Easy. And finally, Game of the Year. Recognizing a game that delivers the absolute best experience across all creative and technical fields. Easy. 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 Don't even have to think about it. Don't even... Elden Ring. Elden Ring. Straight up. Easy. Easy money. It's just that simple. The two-horse race. Yeah. It's in here, it's going to be between God of War, Ragnarok, and Elden Ring. And because of the fact that I'm aware of how the jury works, which for those of you that are not aware, the voting jury is basically going to be, because like, look, this is pretty much a democracy. It's based on votes. Have Ars Technica, Digital Trends, Easy Allies. Easy Allies probably one of the few people in here that are going to provide actual good feedback. Then you have Game Informer. Game Informer I think is pretty alright as well. Games Radar, Game Ranks, Gamer Tag, GameSpot. Giant Bomb, ever since they got rid of Jeff Gerstmann, I'm just not as interested. They previously got rid of like Brad Shoemaker, and the rest of the crew in there, like Vince Caravella and forget the other guy, Alex Navarro. They got rid of them first, or they left, or whatever, and they made like their own podcast thing. Then they got rid of Jeff Gerstmann, and I'm like, well, you got rid of the 4 people that were the most important people in the podcast. Congratulations. You got rid of the 4 key individuals that made Giant Bomb what it was. I couldn't care less. There's like one person in the podcast that I still give 2 shits about, and I forget his name. It's the crazy guy who plays all the Mario games. People probably know who I'm talking about. I forget his name. IGN and Verse. Interesting that Jeff Gerstmann is a Giant Bomb in the Jeff Gerstmann show. But yeah, fundamentally, most of this is like mainstream publications, as you can see here. And these are the people that are going to be deciding who the game of the year is going to be. So in my opinion, from my experience that I've had with these people, God of War Ragnarok is 100% going to win. It's just like a safe victory thing. As for Xenoblade Chronicles being nominated for Game of the Year, I'm really surprised. I'm really surprised that Xenoblade Chronicles got nominated for Game of the Year. Especially when, like I said, as far as I'm concerned, every other Xenoblade Chronicles was better than Xenoblade Chronicles 3. Again, I haven't finished it yet. I'm like fucking 100 hours in or some shit like that. But people have told me that like what happens at the end of chapter 6 or whatever is supposedly like the most important story bit, which was whatever. But still, I'd be happy to see it win. But Elden Ring, 1,000,000% deserves everything. Probably a slot for a Nintendo game. Is that how it works? Yeah, we need a Nintendo game on there. Yes, but Xenoblade Chronicles. Does that mean that Xenoblade Chronicles... Imagine, like, here's the interesting thing. Imagine how much you have to disrespect Xenoblade Chronicles 3 as Nintendo. Imagine how much you have to disrespect it when you literally pushed it forward and there were quite a few bugs. The difficulty is like all over the fucking place. The game has a lot of problems. You pushed it forward in favor of Splatoon 3. To give Splatoon 3 more time, so they delayed Splatoon 3 and pushed Xenoblade 3 Chronicles forward. I thought that was disgusting. Okay? I think that was very disrespectful of the Xenoblade Chronicles franchise. They should have given them more time to actually polish up the game a little bit more, to fix all of the problems that the game had on launch, which I think that some of them still haven't been fixed. They should have given them more time to test, but they were like, your game's fine, just push it forward so that we'll have something in this quarter, and let's release it right next to fucking Sunbreak as well, because fuck you. I thought that was some bullshit, dude. Releasing the game right next to Sunbreak? What the fuck? If I didn't have early access to Sunbreak, I was going to have to struggle so much to be able to cover both of these games. It's ridiculous. Xeno is niche, Splatoon isn't. Is Splatoon nominated for a Game of the Year award? Doesn't look like it. I see Xenoblade Chronicles nominated for a Game of the Year award. Dude, I'd actually love it if they win. They don't deserve it over Elden Ring, for sure. But it'd be hilarious if Xenoblade Chronicles 3 won Game of the Year. It'd be hilarious. Thoughts on the next From Software game probably being a soft reboot of the Armored Core series. You ever played the series? I'm a veteran of the series, stoked about how good a new Armored Core game would be right now. I've played some of them. I've played, I think, Armored Core 4. I didn't play like the really early ones. Was it 4 or was it 3? I think it was one that was on the PlayStation 3. I remember playing it with a friend of mine. I really liked it. I thought it was really cool. I didn't play too much of it, but I played a decent chunk. I never played the 5th one, though, but I liked it. I liked it a lot. I thought it was really cool. All right. But that is the Game Awards. I still think, here's the thing, like, despite all of my criticism, here's what you guys need to understand. These nominations, this is not, like, because a lot of people, they blame everything that happens on this show on Jeff Keighley. And in a way, you kind of can do that if you want to. You can, because, you know, fundamentally, he should be able to get the final say. But because he wants to present something that is unbiased, this is why you have all of these juries here, right? And fundamentally, a lot of the things that are wrong with nominations or categories having nominees that make no fucking sense, a lot of that comes from these people. The mainstream gaming news websites, because they're the ones like, oh yeah, just put Sifu on there and it's whatever. Like, they're the ones who are making these nominations. And sometimes it's going to be shit that doesn't make any fucking sense. It's just that simple. Unfortunately, it's just that simple. Yeah, the choice of the jury is the big issue. Now, who do we get as a jury that could actually represent gaming properly? I don't know the answer to that. I'd like to see people that actually play video games properly. I'd like to see them be the jury. Like, find specifically people that play these games that, you know, to a certain extent, and just try to bring on other experts, independent experts, because the mainstream media very rarely represents the gaming community nowadays. You should pick up more content creators and less mainstream media. That's my opinion. Yeah, Skill Up would be good. I think Co Carnage would be amazing as well. So Skill Up, Co Carnage, and there's more. There's just like a bunch of more people that I could name if I went through the trouble of like looking them up and shit. But it's like, it'd be way better than, like, listen, like I said, out of everybody that is here, Easy Allies is good. Game Informer, kind of okay. Jeff Gerstmann, awesome. And it's like, you keep scrolling through and it's like, okay, Rurikhan, who's next? It's like, yeah, I guess VG 24/7 every now and then. Yeah, it's harsh, man. It's like, I don't know what to tell you. Dude. It's like when you have all of these juries and I can name like 3 people that I'm comfortable with. I guess that says a lot. About the state of the gaming industry, am I right? Yep. It is what it is. But anyway, here's the thing. The reason I like watching this show is because it's entertaining. Like, that's it. It's just a fun time to be a gamer. And even if you're just talking shit about the categories and the winners and whatnot, it's still a fun, entertaining show to watch. In my personal opinion. I know that not everybody agrees. I know that there's a lot of people that don't like Jeff Keighley. But here are the options. How would you rather not have a celebration at all? Would that be better? Like, I'm actually curious. Let's actually do a poll real quick. Like, we'll do a 1-minute poll. Would you rather have this show or nothing? I'll take the Game Awards. Nothing. There. The vote is up. I don't know. It's a hard question. How is it a hard question? Would you actually rather not have anything? I mean, come on. Be serious here. Would you rather not have anything? Just actually be serious with yourself. Like, there's no way that I would rather not have anything. Of course I'd rather have the Game Awards. It's fun to watch. You get some cool memes. I'd rather have nothing. I don't understand. It's like, I don't think the show is that bad. I think the show is actually fun. We have Twitter. For how long? What does it mean to celebrate gaming? It's like, look, it's a good, fun show to watch, to hang out, and that's it. I'll take it, but it won't change my God. Exactly. It doesn't have to. That's the thing. You don't have to agree with what happens. See, most people here are going to vote for taking TGA. And I think that's a good thing. I think it's better to have the Game Awards than to not have anything at all. And fundamentally, that's something that I feel that a lot of people need to understand. It's like, listen, you can get this show or you can get fuck all. right? Those are the options. You can get this show or you can get nothing. And if the choices are getting this show or getting nothing, I'll take what Jeff Keighley is selling. It's nice to see nowadays that games getting some sort of awards, not just for movies, music, and so on. Exactly. It's like I just think that the Game Awards is actually a pretty fun time. That's what I'm getting at. You watch it for fun. You don't, obviously I'm going to take things a little bit seriously because that makes it more fun for the show. But fundamentally, when the show is over, it doesn't change at all how I feel about the games involved, right? If there's validation there, like if a game that I'm really excited about wins, like if Elden Ring wins Game of the Year, of course I'm going to be happy. But fundamentally, I'm also going to be happy if God of War Ragnarok wins Game of the Year because that's also a pretty good game. It's like, whatever. Yeah, and it's like, you need to understand that like this takes a long ass time to like plan and produce and get. I can't even imagine the headache that it is because you also got to remember we get like new trailers and shit for upcoming games that get announced at the Game Awards. Like you have no idea the headaches that go behind trying to score those exclusive announcements. I can't even begin to imagine. I can't even begin to imagine the headaches that it is to put together a show like that. And then people like meme or on one or two things that happen throughout the show. Sure, is there meme-worthy material? Good! It's entertainment! Like, is it not hilarious that everybody still remembers Joseph Fares going like, fuck the Oscars? It's like, that was awesome! That was an amazing moment! Nobody's ever gonna forget that! Was that a bad thing? No, it's fucking awesome! So it's like, that's the way that I look at it. I think it's a good show. Whether you like it or not, it's whatever. I think it's a fun time to hang out. It gives me an excuse to stream it, hang out with you guys, and we can all shit talk whatever we don't agree with, and we can praise whatever we do agree with. It's whatever. It's just, you just have to look at it as an entertainment thing, as opposed to like, oh, this is the definitive list of these are the games that are the best games. It's never going to be like that because like I just showed you, the jury's not going to reflect the real gamers that are out there that actually care about the industry. That jury that I showed you is never going to reflect that. Ever. It's just never going to happen. We'll get a new Joseph game so he can be there more. Elden Ring is the best, so whatever. Exactly. That's all we need to. That's all we really need to care about.